Thank you for being here, Sandy, Persephone, and Sierra. The famous author Jack London once wrote, "Show me a man with a tattoo, and I'll show you a man with an interesting past." If this is true, then Portland is a city that's packed full of people with very interesting pasts, as they attempt to keep their city very weird. Aside from Portland, both nationwide and worldwide, tattoos today are more popular and more accepted by society than ever before. In my personal life, tattoos and tattoo culture has played a very significant role. For example, my roommate and best friend is a tattoo artist. I myself have quite a few tattoos. My fiance has tattoos. And even my pastor in the congregation of my church here in Portland has a lot of tattoos. So there's no question that tattoos and tattooing is very popular today. The question is, where did tattoos come from? What is the history and origin behind tattooing? That's what I'd like to talk about for the next couple of minutes. The fact is that humans have been getting tattooed for thousands of years. The permanent designs have acted as status symbols, as declarations of love, and as signs of religious and spiritual beliefs. And even sometimes, tattoos have acted as forms of punishment, as we saw in the Jewish concentration camps during World War II. The earliest known examples of tattoos were for years thought to be Egyptian, found on female mummies. And those mummies dated back to 2000 BC. In 1991, though, a person who is now called the Iceman was found in the mountains of Austria. And on him was found a tattoo on his wrist, a tattoo on his knee, and tattoos on his lower back. And with the finding of the Iceman and his tattoos, that pushed the date of the earliest tattoo back another 1,000 years to 3000 BC. And the Egyptian females and the Iceman are believed to have had tattoos for therapeutic reasons and for protection against ailments. Now fast forward 1,500 years, and there are accounts of pre-Christian Germanic, Celtic, and other northern European tribes that were heavily tattooed. In fact, in 54 BC, Julius Caesar wrote in his book, The Gallic Wars, he wrote about these heavily tattooed tribes. Tattooing in the Western world today finds its roots and its origin in Polynesia. European explorers discovered the art of tattooing in Polynesia first, and then it became very popular within the sailors on the explorers' ships, and then from there spread to all other areas of Western society. The popularity and acceptance of tattoos today, though it's larger than it's ever been, still varies quite a bit between culture, from culture to culture. An example of that is that in Japan, tattoos are largely associated with organized crime. But then over in Bosnia, Christian Croatian women are actually encouraged to have Christian symbols tattooed on their hands and wrists as a form of declaring their allegiance to Jesus Christ. In conclusion, as we look back on the history of tattoos, it is plain to see that the origins of tattoos and the roots of tattooing run much deeper than the sole purpose of keeping society and our cities weird. Thank you very much for listening.